MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the Sunshine State and Marlins Park in Miami. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Mighty. Will Irvin is ready to go as he'll be on the. Now to the plate, Alfredo Cabrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Alfredo Cabrera.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
Canoy takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle. It doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
First offering on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Nixon going back on it. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Alex Healy the next to bat. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
The left fielder, Alex Healy.
Here comes the first pitch. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Hard hit toward the hole. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Chris Glass is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 1-1 the count now. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Roberto Baez is on deck. Hopped up. Cuevas has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So striding forward now, Roberto Baez. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Canoy moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Set to get his day started, Howard Barrero, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Up and in for ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Marlins leave 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. Now at the plate, David Big Dog, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Big Dog.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to 3rd. And that's the 2nd out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Will Irvin. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The pitcher, Will Irvin.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Cabrera.
Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2. Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Had him off balance a bit, as this is skied into short left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Ready now, Manuel Ibar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Swinging a little tapper to the left of the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him onto some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Behind 0-2 now. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Digging in now, Alexander Healy, a base hit in his first trip. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
1-1 pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2. So digging in now, Chris Glass. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Another try at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Ready for another chance. David Big Dog. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Reyes is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Digging in, Roberto Baez. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit. That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And he fouls this one off. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Now in the box, Howard Barrero comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 0-1 changeup is high. 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. Hit ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Here is under it. 2 down.
No runner. Hold right there. Hold.
Striding in once again, Alfredo Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Gets ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner. And a swing through on an off-speed pitch. Looked like he was actually a little late on that one.
Hey, this
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Marlins leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Leading off the inning, Manuel Ibar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Stepping into the box, Franmil Reyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Jordan is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Reed. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Too low with the knuckleball taken for a ball.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another shot now, David Big Dog.
David Big Dog.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Stepping in, Alexander Gilly. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
McClelland has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Standing in, Chris Glass. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Popped him up. Cuevas is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Roberto Baez.
Number 13.
First pitch on its way.
Baez.
And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
2-2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Miami down in order. They're down 2-0. leading off the inning, Howard Barrero. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, McClelland. And that's the first out of the inning. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Bases are empty, one man out. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefty's hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Rowdy Tellez becomes out number 2 this inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Alfredo Cabrera, fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Fouled away. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Bucks out in front, 2-0. Into the box now, David Big Dog, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Groundered. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And there's his first base hit in this one. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string. At the plate, Manuel Ibar. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. 1-2 now. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Striding into the box, Franmil Reyes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Franmil Reyes goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, A.J. Reed. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Miami down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The Buccos used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. David Big Dog pitches his way to a league-leading 12th win of the year with 15 strikeouts. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.